After the bell tolled this past Veterans Day for those who gave their lives for this country, Arlington Veteran Services Director Jeff Chunglo put the focus on today's service members' sacrifices and their unseen wounds, including his own.
Since 1999, there have been 128,480 veteran suicides. The majority of people who experience suicidal thoughts don't want to die, but are looking for a way to end their suffering. I can say this because I've lived this. On June 3rd, 2018, I was close to ending my life.
After that revelation and the support of town leaders, the former senior chief hospital corpsman with the U.S. Navy reached out to ACMi News, wanting to further tell his story in hopes of helping others.
It was a very challenging event for me on Veterans Day, but we need to raise awareness. We're still at 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. I do have that personal story.
That personal story includes how no one knew of Chunglo's struggles, fully functioning on the job and seemingly in life, when it all came crashing down.
My wife and I were on vacation in Aruba, a great place. We had just completed a road race, and hours after that, my wife walked in and I was very distraught. And had she not walked in, I was very close. I probably wouldn't be here today. Would all Vietnam veterans in attendance today please stand?
To most, Chunglo's the one you often see in uniform at memorial services, leading the charge to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. In his job at Town Hall, Chunglo helps other veterans find support. But when it came to his own needs, he couldn't help himself, never expecting his thoughts to go to a dark place, affected by years earlier from having helped soldiers with severe physical wounds.
It was transporting all the injured and ill from the battlefield to the hospital, engaging with them, and then the horrific level of injuries. I never would have thought that I would experience this in my entire life, and getting to the point where it came to that really, going to that dark spot, but not really understanding why.
Chunglo got the help he needed and is committed to making sure others do too. The suicide rate is up nationwide, with the U.S. Veterans Affairs Department saying the rate is even higher among former service members. And like a recent report from the VA points out, Chunglo says the best prevention is making a personal connection.
Ask the direct questions. Are you considering suicide? Or the initial conversation. Hey, I've noticed a change in you. And then take that conversation and make it progress.
The signs of feeling down, alone, worthless, or hopeless can be hard to overcome on your own, and even harder to share.
I'm a guy. I need to suck it up, move on. You can stuff things in a little box and put them away and not deal with them. But then there comes a time where that box may spring open and you may not be able to handle it.
As Veteran Services Director, as a person, what are you hoping people, by you coming forward and talking of your own stories and struggles, that people will get out of this?
So the hope is that we will start to create a national dialogue, which we really need to do. We need to come up with some type of plan to engage families of our warriors who have fought for us, and if I don't talk about it, if I don't shed light on it, I think I'm doing a disservice to my fellow veterans.
Brenda Mahoney, ACMi News.